All right, this is the last step for the pajama pants, step 12. What you're gonna wanna do is, probably a good idea to try your pajama pants on. Make sure that they're the length that you want them to be. I like my pajama pants to be a little bit long, so I'm gonna leave the length on there. I don't wanna cut off that length. We're gonna leave them wrong side out, so my seams are all on the outside here. I'm just gonna do about a 3/4 inch seam allowance for my casing here, or for my hem. I could make this a casing and put elastic in this so that it's scrunched up, but I'm just gonna make it a normal casing. You don't want your casing, and again, you're turning it towards your ugly side, to be larger than about an inch. If you're gonna make it larger than an inch, trim off that excess length and reserge. I want to do my casing about 3/4 of an inch, so I'm going to just kind of work my way around this and pin it into place. I could press it to help hold the shape. I'm gonna just pin for now. Placing my pins kind of in place around so that I'm making sure that I'm keeping this consistent. Remember, what you do to one side, you're going to do to the other. So if you're doing a 3/4 inch on one leg, do a 3/4 inch on the next leg. As you're stitching, you do want to make sure that you're keeping this straight and even. I'm gonna put one more pin in, and I'm ready to stitch around this. As you're stitching, you do want to make sure that you are stitching pretty close to your serging. The casing, or the hem down here at the bottom, if you kind of just work your way around the arm of the machine here, then it makes it a nice loop to get through. I'm going to be using about a 1/2 inch 4/8 seam allowance because I pinned it at 3/8 or 3/4. So we're going to stitch a couple stitches, back stitch. It's always a good idea to make sure your needle is in the down position, and we're just going to work our way around. You'll notice my stitching is going right through, or right near my serging. We're working our way around. When we get to where we started, we know that we've made it all the way around. It's going to be a nice even hem. I've kept it lined up on that 1/2 inch mark all the way around. I'm going to back stitch a couple stitches, needle up, trim my threads. I want to make sure that I'm getting all of those pins out because it really will not feel good to be stabbed. We're clipping off all of these long threads. What you do to one side, you're going to do to the other. You're going to turn your pant legs right side out, and your pajama pants are done. Grade them and check them off with your teacher. Have a great time wearing them.